In 2011, a small group of Nigerian students took a bold step. They began spreading the ideas of freedom on their own, hosting discussions and distributing literature. They caught the attention of Students for Liberty's founders and launched what would grow into SFL Africa. Despite limited resources, in just a year, they introduced free market ideas to thousands of students, fueling a growing desire for freedom across the continent. By 2018, SFL Africa had over 800 coordinators, with programs offered in English, French, and Portuguese, uniting different cultural backgrounds in a shared mission. Today, 2/3 of all free market organizations in Africa are either run or founded by our alumni. Now, SFL Africa has taken on a new challenge, one with the potential to transform the entire continent.
Africa is in the process of creating the world's largest free trade area since the creation of the World Trade Organization. It seeks to bring together Africa into one common market. The number of intra-African trade is really low. It's below 15%. So Africa Students for Liberty launched the AFCFTA project recently in April. And our main goal is to create awareness of the program because we believe it is easy for us to end poverty and alleviate the abject poverty that affects millions of Africans here through promoting ideas of free market, through entrepreneurship, through enterprise, through limited government, and through reducing taxes and limiting the barriers to trade.
As SFL Africa empowers a new generation to shape the continent's future, they're also creating a powerful voice for liberty through media. At the heart of this effort is the African Liberty Fellowship, an initiative that draws thousands of promising young leaders.
African Liberty is the single most important media training platform on the continent. We've brought in thousands of students annually, and we put them through some of the most rigorous media and public policy trainings in the continent. We give them the platform they need to get published in the most impactful media outlets, newspapers, TV on the continent. We've had former fellows being appointed as media members for government in embassies. I mean, these are major political roles that you can only think of to be occupied by someone who is properly established, a media figure. But these are young people taking up these roles in embassies, and they've been everywhere.
In promoting the ideas of freedom, there's a negative side to it. There was a young coordinator by the name Aliou Bangura from the Gambia. There was an attempted coup in the country at some point, and the students were also still meeting up and discussing the ideas of liberty. And Aliou Bangura, together with another coordinator, were tipped off by a family member that security forces were looking for them and they're going to get killed. They messaged this to us, and they had to leave the country immediately. Olumayo Kediran, who was the program manager for Africa Students for Liberty at the time, offered to house them. So they traveled quickly by road and were in hiding in Nigeria. You know, what could possibly happen to him just because he was part of an organization meeting peacefully to discuss the ideas of liberty? They did nothing wrong. Here is a lesson that sometimes promoting the ideas of liberty, especially in the kind of world we come from, can be life-threatening. It can lead to brutality, it can lead to death.
Despite the risks, the people of SFL Africa continue to push forward. From those first brave students in 2011, they've built a movement that today empowers a new generation of leaders, thinkers, and advocates for liberty across the continent. For over a decade, these young men and women have been establishing think tanks, shaping policies, and championing freedom, even in the most challenging environments. Imagine what we can achieve together in the next 10 years.